Sorry, I took a little bit of a break. Happy Lunar New Year to everyone who celebrates it. I wish you and your family, all your loved ones, just health and prosperity during this year. I know I had to do a lot of cooking since my mom did pass away 3 years ago, and yeah, it's been a little bit rough. But thank you so much for your support. Can you guys believe it? I started this channel. It's been a month now. It's my 1 month anniversary, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So I'm just so shocked. I guess I'm going to be celebrating my 1,000 subscribers at around the same time that Net Marble is celebrating their 1 year. I really appreciate your guys' support. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more content. Now with this strat, we're actually going to be using Ellatte, DeriQueen, Eastin, and of course Green Gowther. Yeah, so strat overview is basically you will almost do the same strat with the food, but equipment may be a little bit different. So with the patch notes that came for maintenance today, which is going to be really soon, hoping I can get this video out, so during that time you guys can check it out. But the event food, that champagne flute, will change the game for Akumu, which gives you immunity to ult gauge reduction. So it's going to help our fellow Sins who don't have Ellatte 6 out of 6. And, you know, we're not going to be needing to patience because we won't be losing our ult gauge. Now, the strat overview, again, we're going to kill Akumu's first stage with Eastin's ult. To damage deal as much as possible to ensure that kill, we're going to build Gowther's ult by turn 3. We're going to enter the second stage of Akumu with Ellatte's ult, and then we're going to try to kill by Sandy's kill turn on turn 11. But in this video, I killed on turn 10 with only 14 buffs. So I'm missing, 4 buffs, which is the evasion. I didn't end on that, but I'm glad I stuck this run through. Now, this strat, again, is high investment in gear, just like hard. Ult levels for Eastin and Ellatte needs to be high, at least 4 out of 6. 6 is optimal. And since this is with defense food, we'll go ahead and just go to the gear. We did tweak it just a little bit. All right. Here is a just snapshot of the team CC. So this team overview is that we're going to be using defense food. And the reason behind this, I do want to explain it, is firstly, we all know that we don't lose any orbs during Akumu's first stage, right? So why are we using defense food? So the defense and the high resistance is actually for stage 2, where you have to be able to survive Akumu in his detonate invincible mode, where he gains an attack increase and he doesn't take any damage. So defense food correlates with Ellatte's ult and Deri's. So when she buffs herself, her related stats also increase in order to patience. And I just looked at her cards when she her buff is called injection, so she's like a buff junkie. So it does make it just easier to survive as well, being shanked by Akumu's right arm. Again, I will be making a video with the champagne event food that's coming after the update, so that video will be uploaded later. And thank you guys for your patience. So let's go on to the characters, and I'm going to go over them again on how I have them set up on the field. So Green Gowther, right? Why are we using him? We need his passive. We all know which can stack up to 5 times, which increases allies' attack-related stats by 7% at the start of every turn. That's like a little, I shouldn't be even reading from this. If allies in battle are all from different races, which we have. We have Gowther, who's an unknown, Eastin, who's a human, Ellatte, who's a goddess, and DeriQueen, who's just a demon beast. He is on HP defense with defense rolls. Again, if you have resistance rolls on him, it will help lower the damage he takes. Definitely not a requirement. And another option, I don't have it, but would be subbing Tarmiel with him if you have him, so that Tarmiel's Grace can heal Gowther throughout the fight. So you're gonna keep that remaining HP, which is then going to correlate to the points calculation. All right. The one and only DeriQueen. So optimally, she is our damage dealer. You want to have her 6 out of 6. That's just going to increase your damage dealt on Akumu, and she's used on almost every boss right now. And when that green fat boss battle guy, I think Greyon, Demonic Beast Greyon, you're going to be taking her into there too. We took her into Final Boss Merlin, so she is worth the investment. Max out all of your costumes in the closet for her, just to add to all those basic stats. She is super awakened. Most of the characters are. And yeah, so now we'll move on to her gear. So DeriQueen here, she is on attack crit. You have to make sure that her defense is at least 10,000 here, okay? Because it's not like hard. We're gonna need to buff up her defense in order for her to patience Akumu's ult drain and survive being shanked. She's just a boss killer, so we want to invest all of our resource into here. So this gear, this is a 9 attack and 1 crit. Okay, note that again, I do 5 attack and 5 crit rolls. This is not my gear set, but this works as well. So to each their own. I mean, each player, it's not cookie cutter. You kind of have to find out how you play and what works best for you in this equipment. Defense is important. Again, get near perfect rolls on those. And you know what, you can put in some resistance rolls as well, but you definitely don't need it. We are focusing more on defense since we're going to be eating that defense food. Okay, here is Ellatte. Again, here's the MVP who you need to have at least 4 out of 6, but 6 out of 6 for her ult is recommended. Her passive increases allies' crit damage by 5% per hero skill use, and that can stack up to 10 times. That's what you want to end with on the kill order, okay? We have triple defense on her as we did in the hard video. And again, we're maxing out her cosmetics and trying to just get her basic stats up as much as possible. So again, putting triple Ds on her just as we did in the hard video. Instead of getting her above 9,500, the requirement now for defense is you got to get her 9,800 and above before defense, food, and association. So if you go back and look at the team CC, we're able to get her well above 12,800 in defense, which at that point she had no problem patiencing. Now, the difference that we tweaked was since we are eating defense food, unlike hard where we ate resistance food, I changed the association equipment on Goddess Liz to her normal UR HP defense to focus more on the HP, right? And then, of course, total resistance rolls going in should be 99% or more, okay? 101 is the sweet spot, but 99% you can pretty much get away with it. Perfect. And we'll move on to Eastin. All right, so Eastin here is just here, honestly, for her gold rank 3 buff that increases attack-related stats by 30%. So upgrade the cosmetics in the closet. We did it for the weapons because we do need her to kill Akumu's first heart, okay? She is 6 out of 6, so I mean, the more damage that you deal, the more points that you're going to get with the greater damage dealt. Okay, gear, honestly, I just throw on someone else's HP defense gear on her, or if you have UR gear for her, then you're set for the run. I know that was a lot to digest, but again, you guys can take a look at this. We're going to be eating defense food. And I will be uploading another variation where if you don't have green Gowther, which I'm hearing you, my viewers, if you don't have green Gowther, if you don't have Ellatte, well, guess what? You're not going to need either of them. We're going to go in with a mono red team and get 4,400 points. So I will upload that video shortly after this one. And now we'll get on to the run. All right, let's kill Akumu. So we're always going to do the same thing for turn 1, which is we're going to get rid of the pumpkin bomb. We're going to go ahead and move Ellatte and use both her debuff and her attack card. Now, turn 1, we're going to hope that we draw more of Gowther's cards. We need to build Gowther's ult by turn 3. Okay. And since we do have 2 of his cards, we'll decide on our next decision. But we do have to build his ult again by turn 3. Perfect. So turn 2. Needing to build Gowther's ult now, so since we have 2 cards, we're going to move him once, use the invasion arrow, and get rid of the pumpkin bind, and then we'll also combine Eastin's cards, which guarantees that we're going to get her ult on turn 4. Okay? Perfect. And again, in Akumu's first stage, you're not going to be losing your ult, so we want to kill him as fast as possible. Okay, yeah, leave Eastin alone. Sometimes Akumu will debuff disable her or buff disable her, so she won't be able to use her rank up card. Okay, so turn 3. We always ult with Gowther. So we ult with Gowther and use Eastin's AoE, which gives us 2 orbs and we gain her ult. Dump the pumpkin card for draw and then move Ellatte, since we do need to build her, moving on to the second heart. Alright? Now we're going to get to turn 4. And a lot of times you'll be buff disabled, which you can't use Eastin's attack buff. If you had the option, you can use Deri's buff. Eastin can kill as long as there are at least 4 buffs on the field, okay? So with this, we're going to Eastin buff. We're going to use Ellatte to get her ult, and then combine DeriQueen for an orb gain, and just ult and kill him on turn 4. So that's what you're ultimately going to do. Alright? Build Gowther's ult on turn 3, build Eastin's ult, and kill Akumu's first heart by turn 4. And move on to turn 5 with Elatte's ult. Okay. So now, alright, so this is turn 5, second stage, okay? So we're going to go ahead and ult with Ellatte, which will help us patience. And next to worry about is to get DeriQueen's ult. So we're going to target his right-hand man again. We're going to go ahead and use the DeriQueen rank 2 buff and a rank 3 pimp slap, or as Daz has quizzed us, darkness hands from our podcast. I love that. I'm trying to use more of the actual skill names. So her buff is called injection. And then we'll also get rid of that Ellatte blade as well. Perfect. And that killed. So we're killing faster than anticipated, but we can work with this run. All right. Perfect. There we go. Patience, patience. That defense food is just amazing. Amazing. Even Eastin is patiencing. So we built DeriQueen's ult sooner than anticipated, and we killed off the right arm too soon. But this run can be more optimal to kill his right hand man on turn 6 and ult that left hand on turn 7. But since we already have it, I decided to play this run out, and good thing I did. So let's go ahead and yeet his left arm, buff with the rank 1, because we want to do maximum damage. Then Eastin AoE and combine Ellatte, as we do need to ult twice to continue to keep patiencing. Okay. Perfect. And we move on to turn 7. So turn 7, we're going to get rid of Elatte's blade. So move her card, strike with Deri. This is turn 7. And we'll go ahead and also just get rid of that pumpkin. He is in his detonate mode, as you see right there, so we won't deal any damage. And I think this is at the point where I forgot to turn off the the ult animation, so we'll just have to watch Akumu's quick ult. That's not going to hurt us at all. Oh, there we go. And I was like, why is this playing? I don't need to watch this. But super quick. That was nice. It's been a while since I've watched ults go off. And we'll disable that. So patience, this is perfect. So turn 8. Now we need to build Deri's ult to finish him off, right? So Ellatte, right now, I believe she only has 6 stacks. As you can see here, and we want her to be at 10 stacks, right? We want that maximum crit damage. So the best move here is just to combine Deri in order for that rank 3. We got 3 orbs right there just from the merger. We're gonna go ahead and just ult with Ellatte, and we're gonna strike with Deri, ult with Ellatte, and we're just gonna go ahead and use her rank 3 buff just to build that that ult as quick as possible. There we go. Yeah, Elatte's ult only lasts us for 4 turns. I didn't need to ult there, but I wanted to just for that card draw. So each player plays differently. I mean, risk it. You know, we're in it to win it. So you choose what works best for you. You don't have to do it step by step. As long as you make sure that you have the kill turn order, which is going to be on the next turn. So at this point, I was anticipating to kill, but as you can see, I can stall for another turn and get more stacks on Elatte's passive. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and use both of Elatte's cards. That way we can get that 7 to 9, and we're going to end with 10 anyways. So use both of Elatte's cards, use Deri's rank 2 buff, and upgrade Eastin for a gold rank 3 attack buff. And at this point, I was just praying to RNGesus for another Gowther invasion arrow, so I can upgrade Ellatte for her debuff card to turn into a gold, because that's how you want to end. All right. There we go. Perfect. And here is turn 10. This is where we killed, but you can stall until turn 11. Again, I just built the ults too quickly, and yeah, I mean, it worked out. So we got this. This is the kill turn order. This is the optimal way to end in order for DeriQueen to crit. So we upgrade Elatte's Anger Light card, which will decrease Akumu's crit resistance and crit defense by 50%. Use that Eastin gold buff, which increases attack-related stats by 30%, such as crit chance, crit damage, attack. An ideal would have been to have Deri's rank 2 buff or rank 3 for the evasion stack, but beggars can't be choosers. So we crit for 7.9 mil. I am missing 4 buffs, right? I only have 8 Deri attack stacks. Those are the little swords. And I easily could have gotten over 7,000, but we got 64.49, which is not bad. So you can see the points calculation. Optimally, again, end on that 15 or 17 stack run. I think 18 is going to be the max for it with this strat combination. So the great damage dealt point gave us the most points. Ulting twice with Deri contributes to this, and the other portion is HP remaining. We were also able to hit all the mission achievements by finishing within 10 turns. So yeah, there you have it, guys. So 64.49, easily could have gotten over 7,000, 7,200 maybe. I will be trying this strat again with the Champagne Flute event food that's coming, just to show, you know, us fellow Sins how we can do it without having a 6/6 Ellatte. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate your support and all the kind comments that I've been getting. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll be popping out more videos. All right, I'll talk to you later, my Sins. Good luck. Bye.